Hey guys, it's Josh here, and in this video, I want to share with you a very important message about a pattern that I have noticed after doing thousands of coaching calls. I've worked with over 250 people in the last 5 years, and I've averaged at least 10 sessions with each person. That's about 2,500 coaching sessions in the last 5 years. And there's one very clear pattern that is really the determining factor of whether someone has success and someone does not have success. And that means, to define success, I'm talking about it here in the context of does this person become the person who they said they wanted to become or not? Because here's the thing, when you decide to make a choice to change your life, to do self-development, to get a coach or a course or a mentor, you're really deciding to become someone new. You want to become more confident. You want to become more purposeful in your life. You want to become the best version of yourself. Maybe it's a business or a relationship or whatever it is. You want to become someone better, right? When you decide to become someone new, you have to let go of someone old, right? You cannot take both into the future, right? You cannot be both right now. You need to be either the new person or the old person. And as you are going through this transition from the old person to the new person, you're going through this shift in your frequency, in your vibration, in your identity. You're going through this shift in your state of consciousness. You're going to go through a period which feels kind of like the cocoon that the caterpillar goes into before it becomes the butterfly, right? And again, I'm not just saying this, I've seen it in thousands of people, right? Thousands of calls. It's like literally the breakdown before the breakthrough, or the cocoon that the caterpillar needs to go through to become the butterfly. So if your thoughts have been turned up really loud, your anxiety's turned up, your worries, your fears, your concerns are all turned up really, really loud, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're a failure. It's not because you're not good enough. It's because the subconscious mind is bringing that stuff to the surface so that you can release it. Like the snake that sheds its skin, like the caterpillar that releases the cocoon to become the butterfly. The subconscious mind is bringing this stuff to the surface so that you can actually release it. It's not because you're broken. It's not because it doesn't work. It's not because there's something wrong with you. Imagine if everyone looked at their mental health like this, where they started to think, just because I'm having these thoughts doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with me. It's literally just your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a storehouse of memory, right? And it's a storehouse of habit and ideas and beliefs. And it actually kept you safe for most of your life until now, right? You're still living, you're still breathing, it's done its job. It's kept you safe, it's kept you alive, it's helped you to survive. But if you want to become someone new, it's not about just surviving anymore. You actually have to release those old beliefs that keep you being the person who you are. You need to integrate new beliefs to become a new person. So when you're going through this thing, and again, I've seen it in so many people, it's like you make these changes and you have a dip, right? When you're going through this dip, when you're going through this cocoon phase, right? It's really about learning to navigate that and not giving in to the fear, not quitting. It's a test of your faith. Are you going to hold the frequency? Are you going to hold the vision? Are you going to hold your desired state of consciousness, right? And actually see it through, because that is what really determines the success or the failure. Did you continue to see it through? Did you persist? The people who I've worked with who have persisted through that and navigated it and reflected on it and released what they need to release, they broke through. They had a breakthrough. The people who didn't, they didn't, right? And it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. It's like then they'll regress and they'll go back to the medication, they'll go back to the doctors, they'll go back to the safety net, and they'll go back to these beliefs. I'm not good enough, nothing works, I'm a failure, why do I even bother? Do I even want this anymore? You don't want to go back to that, right? Because that's how you do stay stuck. That's how you end up staying stuck in a cocoon. You never break out of it, right? You want to continue to move forward. You want to persist. You want to actually release those beliefs. They're coming to the surface so that you can release them. The subconscious mind is literally bringing them up to the surface because they are ready to be released. So your job is not to suppress them like so many people do. I was talking to my wife about this yesterday. You know, she's going through a motherhood journey and she's wanting to get back into entrepreneurship and back into building a business and that kind of stuff. But she's got all this imposter syndrome. And she literally said to me, I feel like I'm just suppressing it. I feel like I'm resisting it all. And I said, you should try this process, right? To integrate the new mentality, the new identity that you want to embody. Because if you keep suppressing it, which is what most people do, they have negative thoughts and they try to push them down. They try to resist them. They try to suppress them and they just stay stuck. They never make any change, right? That's not what to do. Instead, you want to actually express. And the way that you do that is you get a pen and paper and you write down, what is my subconscious mind trying to release right now? And you get it all out on paper and you see it there in front of you, right? Once that's done, you're going to be able to love and accept this part of yourself. And I'm going to walk you through how to actually integrate this now, to integrate the new self and to release the old self. You write it all down. What is my subconscious mind spilling out? And you just let it rip. You let it all come out, right? Boom, 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 boom. All of the concerns, the fears, the doubts, let it all out. Look at it. And then ask yourself, what would I need to believe about myself for these statements to be true? When you ask yourself that question, you're going to uncover a lot of limiting self-beliefs, right? And when you do that, you can actually ask yourself, how is this belief serving me at an earlier point in my life? Because here's the thing, it was serving you at an earlier point in your life. I walked one of my other clients through this recently, and he is a successful business owner who's wanting to work on his health now. We're doing some mindset work around belief and health, because he's built a successful business, but at the, he's left his health to the wayside. And his old belief was that he didn't need to focus on his health and it wasn't important and that, blah, 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 all these beliefs about why he didn't need to focus on his health. And the way that's serving him is because it allowed him to grow a big business. But now it's not serving him anymore. So you got to ask yourself, how is this serving me at one point in my life? And how is it not serving me anymore? And then once you've asked yourself, how is it not serving me anymore? And you've got some clarity on that, you want to actually go to this next question, which is, if this old belief is not serving me, what belief do I want to embody that will serve me? What's the new belief that I'm ready to integrate? Right? What's the new identity that I'm ready to integrate? And get clear on the beliefs that you're ready to integrate. Right? And then persist with those. Right? Persist with them. Don't give up. Don't go back. Commit. Be consistent. It's one of the most important things. It's repetition. And again, after working with hundreds of people, doing thousands of calls, I see so many people go through this little dip. And then if they get through the dip, the shift happens. It's the dip before the shift. It's the breakdown before the breakthrough, right? And it's really important that you allow yourself to release what needs to be released so that you can become the new version of yourself, right? Don't resist it. Don't suppress it. Release it and let it go. If you want to read the blog version of this video, I'll put it in the link below. You can check it out. And I trust that this message was reaching you at the right time, exactly when you need it. And I want you to know you got this.